I'll pick up these. Someone left these poor cow things over here. I'm gonna pick up these. There's another one over here. Come and get it. Come and get it. Hill Heavenly Ranch. Maybe it's not mine to take. Maybe it's, the level I said. I don't want to be like, they shoot me.
They were mine.
Okay, well I'm bringing them back to you, I guess.
You could take them.
I don't want to... Sometimes I don't want to interfere with everybody else's thing when they're not mine. Like, I didn't kill them.
Nah, you could take them. I got the bull hide from there.
Bitch.
I got a perfect bull hide from it.
Where'd Randy at? We haven't seen Randy in a long time. Okay, I'm running to town because I got one in my arms and one on my horse. It's gonna be so fucking hard. There's a level 919 in here. 919.
Smoked it with an arrow.
I guess that guy didn't want it. Let's go, horsey. I think we're almost back to town. We're almost to road. Well, we are in road, so. But I passed 2 blue dots, and they didn't kill me, which is good. Dustin!
What?
You removed the blue wave thingy. I need to go. Do you have a butcher table? We need to get him a butcher table. I got a butcher table.
I'm making money off of selling stuff. Who is that?
I don't know. He's the 700. Rhodes. Uh-uh. Someone just messaged me. Oh, Lightning. Lightning just messaged me.
Yo, he's riding around on a fucking mule. Ash, why are you walking around with cowhide?
Because I'm fixing to go to your camp or my camp and sell it.
Just sell it.
I don't know. I don't know. He didn't kill me. He waved at me.
Dude hasn't killed us yet. I mean, dude hasn't killed us yet. I respect it.
Why is my horse up here?
Why is there still a bull hide on the back of my horse?
Alright, you know when I bought those shoes off the dark web? I guess
I follow somebody on TikTok that he buys stuff off the dark web, and I'm like, I haven't seen him on my For You page in forever.
So you said we could do story mode together? So I could resume story mode and you guys could do it too? Well, I'm going over to it. So you go to story mode? Hold on.
My
Okay,
dad
so
ordered me to attend my golden sister's
there's
wedding,
story,
threatening to cancel
but
his
it doesn't
tuition
show
payments. He
online.
had no idea I secretly graduated valedictorian and made 6 figures. Just before the ceremony, I calmly handed him an envelope. When he opened it, "You're going to that
You should
wedding,
already
whether
be
you
in the
like it or
posse.
not, Laura. Miss it. And I'm done paying for your education. You hear me?" My father's voice crackled through the phone.
He's still riding a donkey, and his
I sat
horse
in
is
my
behind
apartment
him.
in Portland, Oregon, staring at the acceptance letter on my desk, the one
You're
nobody
right in
family
my
knew
posse.
existed. It was for a graduate program in
I
environmental
thought you
engineering,
were,
something
because
I
I
earned
sent you
entirely
the
on my
invite
own
like
merit.
10 times.
My name is Laura, and I'm 22 years old. For most of my life, I've been the invisible daughter in a family that only had eyes for
He's
one
not
person,
in your
my younger sister,
posse.
Jessica.
His
She was the
dumb,
golden child,
his fat ass
one
didn't
to
join your
belong,
posse.
the one whose every achievement was celebrated like a national holiday. Me?
That's your
Just
girlfriend's
the
job.
plan, the disappointment, the one who existed to make Jessica look better by comparison. The wedding my father was threatening me about was Jessica's big day. She was marrying Trevor, some guy from a wealthy family who worked in commercial real estate. I'd met him exactly twice, and both times he'd looked through me like I was part of the furniture. They were perfect for each other in that way. Both so self-absorbed, they could barely see past their own reflections. "Dad, I have exams that week," I said, even though it was a lie. I'd already graduated 3 weeks earlier, summa cum laude, with a degree in environmental engineering.
Look what I'm
Crossed
doing.
that stage with honors, been named valedictorian of my class, and accepted a job offer starting at $110,000 a year.
Don't run over me.
Because I hadn't told them. I
It's
stopped
the
sharing
yellow
my
ones.
accomplishments with my family years ago when I realized they didn't care.
For the magnifying glass, it's called On the Nature of Beast.
Your mother and I struggled to put you through school so you could skip family obligations.
Mine's in strawberry, and
Though I kept it silent.
that's it.
Struggled? They paid my first semester of tuition 4 years ago and held it over my head
Where
ever
is it?
since like they bought me a palace. After that first semester, I'd taken out loans, worked 3 part-time jobs, and applied for every scholarship I could find. I paid my own way through college while they threw money at Jessica's sorority fees, spring break trips, and designer
Did you
wardrobe.
screenshot me?
"I'll think about it," I said. "You'll do
Okay, I see where if the hat
You'll be there
fits.
in a dress with a smile on your face, or you can forget about me writing another tuition check. Your choice." He hung up before I could respond. I set my phone down and looked around my small apartment. It wasn't much. A studio with a kitchenette and a bathroom that sometimes smelled like the neighbors cooking. But it was mine. Every piece of furniture, every dish.
Whoa, why
every
do I
book
feel like
had
I'm
been
being
paid for
attacked?
with money I'd earned myself. My family had no idea
Bro.
I'd been financially independent for years. The threat about tuition was laughable. There was no tuition.
The 900 just came to
I finished
Rhodes.
my degree, graduated at the top of my class, and landed a position at Thornton
Get away from me,
Systems,
you fucking
one of the
weirdo.
top environmental engineering firms in the Pacific Northwest. I was set to start in 2 weeks, right after Jessica's wedding.
What's
which
if
I
the
had
hat
zero
fits?
intention of attending. But my father didn't know that. Neither did my mother. And Jessica? She probably didn't even know I existed half the time. I picked up my Jessica in various white gowns, each one accompanied by
Well, I
pictures,
mean, I like doing the
commentary about how
bounties,
stunning
though.
she looked, how lucky Trevor was, how this was the happiest day of their lives. Not once had
It's
anyone
whatever you
asked
wanna
me
do.
how I was doing. Not once had anyone acknowledged that I was finishing my final year of college. When I'd mentioned my graduation date a month ago, my mother had responded with, "That. It's nice, honey," and immediately changed the subject to Jessica's bachelorette party. I'd stopped expecting anything different years ago. Jessica was the star, and I was the stagehand. That was the
You might
family
want to get your
dynamic, and
wagon.
it wasn't going to change. But what they didn't know, what they'd never bothered to find out, was that I'd outgrown needing their approval. I'd built a life.
Yeah, I
nothing
would,
about,
because we're
achieved
doing a
things they'd
3-star
never
one.
Celebrated.
And it's the
Had nothing to do with
Bellingham
that.
brothers.
The envelope sat on my desk, thick and official. Inside
The
was a
brothers
cashier's check
Patrick,
exact
Ned,
amount my parents had paid toward my first
Tobios,
semester of college
and
4 years
Dan.
ago. I'd calculated it down to the penny, $12,350. It had taken me months to save it, setting aside portions of my paychecks and living on ramen and discounted groceries. wasn't
Yeah,
giving
give
it to
me
them
one
out of
moment.
obligation or gratitude. I was giving it to them to cut the last thread that tied me to their control. Once they had this money back, they'd have no leverage over me. No threats, no guilt trips, nothing. The
You
wedding
guys
was
gotta
such a
try
pain.
this
I'd already
Gatorade
decided I wasn't
mashup.
going, but I hadn't told them yet. I wanted to see the look on my father's face when I handed him that envelope.
It's Glacier
I wanted him to
Freeze
realize
and
that his
Glacier
threats meant
Cherry.
nothing, that I didn't need him or his money, and that I'd succeeded
Oh,
in spite
dude.
of them, not because
They're
I'm gonna go
fucking
get-
awesome.
maybe.
I'm gonna go get my computer right quick. And leave my phone for tonight. Okay.
You gotta try this mashup. They're fucking awesome, dude. Once you start drinking them, you can't stop.
Let me go get some water. I'm sweating.
Glacier Freeze and Glacier Cherry combined. Oh, combined? They're fucking awesome, dude. There's also the... it's, the red ones are... Hold on. The red ones are Cool Blue and Fruit Punch.
I opened my phone and looked at our regular family group chat, the one I was in, called Crawford Family. I scrolled through months of messages. Most of them were asking about people's weeks.
What the fuck?
Sharing photos
What
of
happened?
Pepper. Sending honey. The responses were always brief. Cute. LOL. Busy. Talk later. I always told myself they were just outdated texters. Some families are like that, right? I looked at my call log. The last time I called Mom, 3 weeks ago, she sounded distracted. Said she was in the middle of something and would call me back. She never did. When I called my dad 2 months before that, he seemed surprised to hear from me, like he'd forgotten I existed. The evidence had always been there. I just hadn't wanted to see it. That evening, I did something I'm not proud of. I created a fake Instagram account and went through my family's social media. Hannah posted constantly. Photos of family dinners I wasn't invited to. Marcus at Mom and Dad's house, helping Dad with yard work. Pictures from a trip to Cedar Point that apparently happened in August. I was working that weekend, so I couldn't have gone anyway, but nobody had mentioned it. Nobody had even told me it was happening. There were photos from Hannah's birthday party in July. A big backyard barbecue with at least 30 people. I had texted her that day. Happy birthday. Want to grab dinner this week to celebrate? She responded, thanks. Super busy with work, but maybe next month. The photo showed her blowing out candles, surrounded by laughing friends and family. Devin's arm around her shoulders. Mom and Dad gaming in the background. I wasn't busy with work in July. I would have driven the 40 minutes to their house without hesitation. They simply hadn't told me about it. And next month never happened. I followed up in August with a text asking about it.
How's my Charlie?
She never responded. I made a decision that night. I wasn't going to confront them. I wasn't going to demand explanations or beg for inclusion. I was going to disappear and see how long it took them to notice. But first, I needed to understand the full extent of it. I spent hours going through every family photo album on Facebook,
That's
every
good.
family post, every check-in. The pattern was devastating in its clarity. Hannah's baby shower 2 years ago. I'd sent a gift, but there was no invitation. The photos showed Mom, aunts, cousins, family friends. All people who would have been happy to see me. Marcus's graduation from his MBA program 18 months back. I texted congratulations,
He's
sent a
on the
card with
phone.
one. The celebration dinner photos appeared a week later. Everyone dressed up at some steakhouse downtown, champagne glasses
Yes.
raised. I remember
Did I
calling
kill
Mom
one?
that week,
Yes.
asking how the graduation went. Oh, it
Somebody
was nice,
did.
she'd said. Small thing,
I'm gonna
very
loot.
casual. The photos showed at least 20 people. There was a family reunion last summer
How
at
come
Uncle's
The
Lake
one
house.
that's dead.
I had no idea it
How come
happened.
he gets the dead
The
one?
album had hundreds of photos spanning an entire weekend. Bonfires, boat rides, kids playing in the water.
Well,
My cousin Jennifer,
I
who I'd
definitely
always been
think he's
close to
dead.
growing up, had posted a group photo with the caption "Best Family Ever." I wasn't in it. I scrolled through Jennifer's friends list and sent her a
I
message
think
from my
somebody
Facebook,
shot him
pretending
because
to be
I
an
did
old
not
mutual
get an
friend.
arrow.
Chatted briefly. I asked casually about the reunion. Oh my god, it was amazing. The whole family was there. The whole family. I found my grandmother's 85th birthday celebration from last spring. The venue was a private room at her favorite Italian restaurant. The photos showed a decorated space, a 3-tier cake, my grandmother surrounded by her children and grandchildren. I called her that day. Some happy birthday over the phone. She seemed distracted, said she was having a quiet day. Through the window in one photo, I could see it was still daylight. I called her at 7 p.m. She liked me while sitting at her own party. My aunt's cancer scare
Ashley's
last
back here
fall,
looting
I heard about it
awful.
third hand from a
I don't know what you're talking about.
When I called Mom, panicked, she acted like it wasn't a big deal. Oh, you know your Aunt Linda, always dramatic. Everything's fine. The Caring Bridge page I found
I don't know
told a
what you're
different
talking
story.
about.
Weekly updates, chemotherapy schedules, prayer requests. Hannah had organized a meal train. Marcus had driven Aunt Linda to appointments.
I'm not
There were
talking
photos
about
of
it.
them all at the hospital. Mom had posted, so grateful for my kids during this difficult time. My kids. Plural. But she'd meant 2, not 3. Even medical emergencies, I'd been sidelined. 3 years ago, when I had my appendix out,
I don't know what you're
emergency
talking
surgery
about.
at 2 in the morning, I called Mom from the hospital.
Well, I don't have to worry about him going nowhere. He's dead.
6 hours later, she called back. Honey, I can't make it. Hannah needs me to watch the kids. She has that important meeting. But your dad will come. Dad never showed. When I called him, he said Mom told him Hannah was handling it. Nobody came. I spent 2 days in the hospital alone, then took an Uber home because I couldn't drive after anesthesia. When I brought it up weeks later at Sunday
Uber.
dinner, Mom looked confused. Was that the same weekend as Hannah's work conference? Everything was so
Yeah.
chaotic. Yes, Mom. It was the same weekend.
I could
My
throw
emergency
you,
surgery
buddy.
lost to Hannah's meeting. I looked up the addresses of every family member in my phone. Mom and Dad, obviously, I knew. Hannah and Devin's house I'd been to once, right after they bought it 4 years ago.
Uber.
I hadn't been invited back. Marcus's apartment I'd never seen, though he'd lived there for 2 years. I plugged each address into Google Maps and calculated drive times from my apartment. Mom and Dad, 42 minutes.
Good.
Hannah and Devin, 38 minutes. Marcus, 51 minutes. I'd always thought the distance was why we weren't closer.
What are you
But
guys
my
doing
college
over
roommate
here?
Sarah lived an hour and 20 minutes away, and we saw each other twice a month. Distance was an excuse, not a reason. I opened my banking app and looked at my
I
transactions.
had to.
Every birthday, every Christmas, every celebration, I'd sent gifts, money, flowers. Hundreds of dollars over the years. I searched my email for receipts. A stand mixer for Hannah's wedding. A leather wallet for Dad's birthday. Concert tickets for Marcus. A spa day package for Mom's birthday last year. I searched for gifts received. Birthday cards with $20 inside, the same amount since I was 12. Generic Christmas presents, candles, picture frames, bath sets.
Great.
Things you buy for someone when you don't know what they like. Last Christmas, Hannah had given me a set of kitchen towels with rooster prints. I don't have a single rooster themed item in my apartment. She'd never been to my place.
Oh, did I get you the third time?
Starbucks gift card. Mom and Dad gave me a fleece blanket with my alma mater's logo, which would have been sweet except I already had 2 identical ones from previous years. They forgot they had given me the same. The next
I'm
evening,
blueberry,
I called my
apparently.
I called my bank and updated my information. My insurance.
I'm a blueberry, apparently.
It took the entire day, but by evening, Melissa Crawford had a new phone number that exactly 0 members of the Crawford family possessed.
This guy's still
I
laid
disabled
out
all my
over
social
here.
media accounts. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything gone.
Hmm.
Then I blocked every family member of every platform before they could notice I'd vanished.
That's hello funny.
The day I was
That's hello funny. Modern said LOL. Hello funny. I'm gonna go get me some water. That's hello funny, guys.
Water.
I'm supposed to be drinking water too because the doctor said drink water, and my mom said she drinks 4 cups of water in 26 ounces cup, and the doctor said that's good. I got a good job from the doctor this afternoon.
Yeah.
Um, Dustin, where are you taking me? Silly goose.
I'm kidnapping Ashley.
You got your hand on my ass.
Ow.
Thank you.
I was just being a comedian, you douche.
Y'all need to deliver the bounties.
I know.
Looks like you must not be from around.
What the fuck?
I just threw up in my mouth. Need to hurry up. 13 minutes.
Okay.
What?
What the fuck?
What?
I think it glitched out.
It's not my posse that you left. Why is this butcher? Why?
Kidnapping Ashley.
You love to kidnap people, don't you? Aw.
Supposed to go to dinner at Mom and Dad's house. I stayed home, ate leftover Chinese food, and watched true crime documentaries with Pepper curled up on my lap. My old phone sat on the kitchen counter.
I hired 2 bikers
I
as my
couldn't bring
body.
myself to throw it away
Ashley.
yet, but I didn't want to see the messages. Monday morning, I went to work like normal. Tuesday, I went to my weekly yoga class. Wednesday, I had drinks with my coworker Rachel, who'd been trying to get me to open up about why I seemed so distant lately. I told her I was fine.
I
just
was
dealing
not
with
aware
some
of
family
that.
Stuff. She didn't push. The following Sunday, I drove 2 hours
If you
north
throw
to
somebody
Cleveland
in the
and walked
water
around the
while
art
they're
museum.
tied up,
I
they
got
die.
coffee at a place near the lake. I sat on a bench and watched sailboats drift across the water.
I
My
apologize
chest
for
felt
that
lighter
one.
than it had in years. The absence of obligation, of trying so hard to
Ashley,
matter to people who clearly didn't
I
want me to,
apologize for
was
that.
almost physically relieving.
It's
3
okay.
weeks went by.
I brought
I
you a
fell
peace
into new
offering, though.
routines. I joined a book club at the local library. Started taking
Yeah.
baby things. Made plans to visit my college roommate Sarah in Chicago over
You
Thanksgiving.
crazy.
She'd been inviting me for years, but I'd always declined because of family obligations. Not anymore. The pottery class was where I met Elena, a retired teacher with silver hair and paint-stained fingers. She asked me one evening why I'd started taking classes.
The fuck?
I found myself telling her everything. She listened while shaping clay on her wheel, her hands moving with practiced precision. My daughter did
What the
something
fuck's
similar.
with
She
revenue
spent the night
agents?
cut off her father and me for
Gotta
4
clear the
years.
roadblock.
We deserved it. Took us that long to understand what we'd done wrong. She looked up at me. Some people need to lose something before they understand its value. The question is whether they learn the lesson or just miss having control. Her words stayed with me. Was my family actually sorry, or would they just be sorry they'd lost their convenient scapegoat? The person who showed
Four more.
sent gifts, made an effort, and asked for nothing in return. I did wonder if they'd noticed. If they tried to call my home number and gotten confused when it went straight to voicemail. If they texted and wondered why the messages never showed as delivered. But I didn't wonder enough to check. Work became my sanctuary. I'd always been good at my job, but now I threw myself into it completely. My boss, Patricia, noticed. She called me into her office one afternoon in early
I'm
November.
gonna go outside
Whatever's going on in your personal life, I'm not going to cry, she said. But your work these past few weeks has been exceptional. The Davidson campaign you pitched? Brilliant. I'm putting you forward for the senior full-time position that's opening up in January. The promotion came with a significant raise and an office with a window. Old Melissa would have immediately called her family to share the news. New Melissa went out for drinks with her coworkers and celebrated with people who actually cared. Rachel, my coworker who'd been trying to get me to open up, cornered me at the bar. You seem different, she said. Lighter, somehow. Did you break up with someone? Something like that, I said. I broke up with my family. I expected shock or judgment. Instead, she clinked her glass against mine. Good for you. My sister and I haven't spoken in 3 years. Sometimes blood isn't thicker than water. Sometimes it's just blood, and it's toxic. These conversations, with Elena, with Rachel, with a woman at my book club who shared her own estrangement story, made me realize how common this was.
Thought you were doing a bounty.
Walking around with family-shaped holes in their lives, holes that had been carved by the very people who
Me
were
too,
supposed
because
to
I don't
fill
want
them.
to.
At night, though, the doubts crept in. Was I overreacting?
I don't want to stay up too
Was one
late
group
tonight
chat
because
really
of
worth
the
destroying my
thing
entire family? But then I'd remember it wasn't
of
just
the
a
headache
chat.
I had today.
It was years of being forgotten, overlooked, treated as optional. The chat was just the moment I finally saw it clearly. Thanksgiving came and went. I spent it in Chicago with Sarah and her loud, chaotic, wonderful family. Her mom hugged me like I was one of her own children. Her dad made terrible jokes that actually made me laugh.
We can.
Her little nephew sat in my lap during dinner and told me about his dinosaur
It's
collection.
almost 10 o'clock.
I cried in the guest room that night, but they were different tears than I'd been crying before. Sarah's family represented everything mine wasn't. When I walked in the door, her mom
We can
had
tell
already
yours,
set
though.
a place for me at the table. She'd asked me weeks ago about dietary restrictions, favorite foods, allergies. The meal
I just don't want to stay up too late because of
I
the
mentioned once, years ago, that I love them.
headache.
Someone had cared enough to remember. During dinner, Sarah's dad asked me about my promotion. Sarah had told them,
Yo, I just
clearly,
dropped
because he
that
wanted to know
fucking
all
gear
about
like
it.
a bad habit.
What the new role entailed, what campaigns I'd be working on.
You are a bad
whether I was
habit.
excited or nervous. He listened to my answers with genuine interest, asked follow-up questions, told me he was proud of me even though he'd only met me a handful of times.
That was
Sarah's mom kept making sure I had enough food, but in a warm way, not a smothering way.
Take that.
Melissa, honey, pass your plate. You need more turkey. When I protested I was full, she winked. For later, then, I'm sending you home with leftovers. Her nephew, Tyler, attached himself to me immediately. He showed me
Where are
every
we
single
going?
one of his dinosaurs, told me their scientific names, explained which ones were herbivores and which were
Is your
carnivores.
wagon full?
When Sarah tried to pull him away so I could eat, I told her it was fine.
Shadow, is your wagon full?
He reminded me of Marcus at that age, before the distance grew between us. After dinner, while the adults were having coffee and pie,
Let us know
Tyler
when
crawled into
your
my
wagon's
lap with a
full so
picture
we
book
can
about prehistoric creatures.
help you sell
Will you
it.
read to me? He asked. I read him 3 books before
Like
his eyes
I
got
said,
heavy
let
and
us
he
know.
fell asleep against my shoulder.
Cool
Sarah's mom
beans.
took a photo. She sent it to me later with the caption, "Your family now." I stared at that message for a long time. Family. I'd spent 28 years trying to earn that label from people who shared my DNA. Sarah's mom had given it to me freely after knowing me for one day. Later, after Tyler had been carried to bed and the dishes were done, Sarah and I sat on her childhood bed with wine and chocolate. Your family is amazing, I told her. They like you, she said. Mom asked if you'd come for Christmas too. I told her maybe. I can't intrude on Christmas. You're not intruding. She asked. That's the difference, Melissa. When people want you there,
Turkey
it's
just
not an
got
intrusion.
smacked.
It's a gift. I thought about that. How every family gathering I'd attended had felt like I was imposing,
Smacking
showing
turtle.
up uninvited even when I technically had been invited.
Smack the
How
fucking
I'd always
turkey
left
right
feeling
in the
like I'd
face with an
overstayed my
arrow.
welcome. My family probably noticed I'm gone by now, I said quietly. Sarah topped off my wine. Do you care? Did I? Part of me did. Part of me wanted them to be frantically searching, desperately sorry, finally understanding what they'd lost. But another part of me, a growing part, didn't care at all. That part was tired. That part wanted to move forward, not back. December arrived with snow and Christmas decorations going up everywhere. I bought presents for Sarah's family and my coworkers. I donated to a toy drive. I made plans to spend Christmas Day alone, and I was genuinely okay with it.
You're getting
Better than
off.
okay. I was looking forward to it. On December 20th,
Yeah,
my
it's almost
building
10
manager
o'clock.
knocked on my door. Hey Melissa, weird question. Did you change your emergency contact information? We've got Barbara Crawford listed, but she called 3 times today asking if we knew how to reach you. Said your number wasn't working.
See?
My blood ran cold. What did you tell her? Nothing. Told her we can't give
Good
out
night.
resident information. But she
Jumping
seemed
off.
really worried. Called back twice
Yeah,
more.
it's almost 10
Is
o'clock.
everything okay? I forced a smile.
I said good night.
Everything's fine. Family drama. I'd appreciate it if you didn't give her any information about me.
Yeah.
He nodded slowly.
It's almost 10 o'clock.
Sure thing. None of my business. But hey, if you need anything, let me know.